The future is bright indeed. We're all of us dreaming of the better days ahead, and a part of your bright new future could be a move to where the magic lives in the greater Orlando area of Florida. One of the biggest decisions you'll make when considering a move is selecting a realtor who can successfully match you with the right home in the right location at the right price. Victor Naraki is the realtor who can help you make the move you've always wanted to. Whether you're a first-time homeowner or looking to move near Disney World, Victor is in your corner. If you are looking for an experienced real estate agent covering all of Central Florida, please visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com today and find out just why you should work with Victor. I encourage you to create a free, no-obligation account on his website. By doing so, you'll unlock the website's full potential and be able to enter specific criteria, save listings, and browse new properties sent to your email. Visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com today or visit his Facebook page, Victor Naraki Realtor. And don't forget to tell him the Grand Circle Tour podcast sent you.
And we're live!
We are live! Woo!
We got a special guest today, the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda is joining us.
I believe his name is Grogu.
Spent $1 on that mask. I was going to use it. One whole dollar for a gag. I'm going to use it.
And what a gag
You
it
go
was.
all in for this show. We appreciate that, Jay.
I'm willing
Everyone,
to chip
Skipper
in.
Jay is joining us tonight.
Hi, everyone. How are you?
Grogu!
Yay!
I do. I love Grogu. It's just.
I think Grogu needs his own channel, his own camera. We can have 4 screens.
There we go.
Yes, sharing
I
is
love
caring.
the little green guy. He's the best.
Big budgets. Big budgets in our store.
Yeah, we have the largest budgets that you can possibly imagine. One whole dollar for that. You know?
Are you gonna now that you were on the show, you could send the bill to Victor.
I'm gonna request $1 off my my fees with him when he's my realtor next year.
There you go.
There you go. There you go. I want $1 back.
Because if you're like me, you're gonna go to DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com when you move.
Exactly.
You are planning to go down there, aren't you?
I'm planning on. I'm. This is it. I cannot do another season in the snow. I've come to realize I hate snow so much. I may not ever ride the Matterhorn again. Expedition Everest is on the fence right now.
You know, as someone who grew up in the snow, I totally understand. That was my biggest reason for getting out of North Dakota, and I swore I would never come back again.
I need palm trees at all times.
Wait.
And
Back
Ken is
here.
here.
Wait, how did that happen?
Hey, Ken.
And Holly says,
I know, Holly. I know. This is it. This is its last run for a while. I had to squeeze everything I could out of that one.
Holly, you have to understand, Skipper Jay is a skipper. You expect a skipper to have new jokes?
Yeah, no kidding. It's the same
You
old
bet
jokes
we
when
are.
you ride the Jungle Cruise. It's the same old jokes when you watch our show.
Yep. You get what you get.
You get what you get. There you go.
You get what you get, and you like it.
United says she would leave in a heartbeat if she thought she could make a living somewhere else.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
See, I would move to Florida too, but the commute would be crazy. I got it right now.
Get back to your store for every day for work. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I got a 5-minute commute right now.
why-
You think we're going to give that up to 2 flights?
And that's why we need the monorail in real life.
Even the monorail would take too long.
No, what we need is like more like the jumper ability to just like vanish from here and show up somewhere else.
That's what I was expecting them to announce instead of, because the Magic Express is going to be going away. I was expecting to say, by the way, we're having a new jumper ability happening where you can go from the airport to magically appear at Walt Disney World.
Disney buys Stargate. If they buy Stargate, we know what's happening.
Have to give up the Leaf for sure if I were to move to Florida. Yeah, the Leaf wouldn't make it to Canada from Florida. Retire. Yeah.
Retire.
You know, if I could do podcasting for a living, I could move to Florida.
Wait, you get paid for this?
Well, no, but if I did,
okay.
If I got paid, if I did get paid and get paid enough to take over my other job,
I was like, wait a minute, we started at the same time. We need to have a talk about this.
Yeah. No. How you guys doing? I haven't talked to you since what, 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, it's Saturday. I'm fantastic. I'm going to beat Justin to the word.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you did beat me to the word fantastic.
We have
keep trying to do that.
We have co-ownership of this word, so if we're on together, I have to get it in first.
We will do. We'll see what we can do about that. Sharing this whole word.
We have a gentleman's agreement, so
there you go.
United was already retired. She was tired yesterday, and she's tired again today.
That works for me.
She's like a bicycle, too tired. Whereas Dan has the good jokes nowadays. He has that big book of Disney jokes he's using.
Where is this big book of Disney jokes? And
I don't know.
Where can one find it?
Dan has a copy.
Because if we're going to do Dan dad jokes, I'm in.
Dan has all the dad jokes lately.
Oh, it got so quiet.
Sorry. I got something stuck in my throat.
So,
how is Dan doing? Dan's doing great.
Yeah.
He is. He's doing very well. He was on our show just yesterday.
Yeah, just last night. You guys did a Shang-Chi review, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, good. And, that's going to be... Now I know what I'm working on this week.
He does say he gets tired easy, though. Like he's pretty exhausted at most days and most nights.
Which is not surprising, but
he will be for a while, probably.
But he's doing very well, and we're very glad that he's doing well.
Yeah.
We are all so thrilled and amazed and
just relieved.
Relieved. There you go. That's the word I'm looking for.
Why did the cranberry turn red?
Okay, hold on.
Why did the cranberry turn red? Something to do with being in the jelly?
I don't know. Was the cranberry embarrassed?
It's all the turkey dressing.
There you go. That works.
I think we need scorecards we can hold up for everyone tells a joke and we give them a score. We'll have scorecards.
Adjusting my lighting live on air. I'm so professional. Sorry, Justin. So professional.
See what I got to live with, people. Do we have a tip of the week?
Someone gave us a tip of the week.
Okay.
Of the week,
well, you guys look for it. I'll play the two, and you got 5 seconds.
You trying to find which bit of
I got it. It's buy your D23 Expo tickets early because they will sell out.
Not so much buy them early, buy them as soon as they go on sale.
Mm-hmm.
If like, so they announced, and it was kind of already announced.
Not before. Early. Yeah, when we say early, we mean like early. The second it comes out, like be there ahead of time, refreshing the screen.
I'm gonna give you an olden time. Like, this is a Grandpa Simpson reference here. Back in the day, when a concert would go on sale at like 12 p.m., we would be on the phone at Ticketmaster at 11:30, 11 o'clock, just listening to for an hour waiting.
But you can't do that anymore. Now it's online, and then the computer crashes, and you got to reboot your screen, and you get that Stitch ate the page, and then you got to refresh again.
And you have a sudden bout of Tourette's that you didn't know.
And we have to wear an onion on our belt because that was the fashion
style of the day.
No, but seriously, if you're planning on doing a D23 Expo, tickets sell out within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So you have to decide beforehand if you're going to be going, and if you are going to be going, plan to go. Decide who you're going with. You don't usually have to do that, but get your tickets ready to go. They usually go on sale right at noon Eastern.
At least.
Yeah, they go on sale at noon Eastern, online only. have one or two or three computers going, because people have gotten shot out and not gotten tickets because they were just too slow or their system was too slow or whatever.
And that's kind of how it is with like any convention now, because I know Gallifrey is gone before it even comes online.
Yeah.
And I think all conventions are becoming more and more like that. So, like Stan said, you want these tickets, get them the very second they're available, or you're not going.
Yeah, and if it also, once you get your tickets, start looking at accommodations, because hotels will start selling out, verbos will start being booked. So plan everything ahead of time is what I'm saying.
Let me ask you guys a question, because Gallifrey started this process where when you buy a ticket, your name is on that ticket and your name is not transferable. You cannot give or sell that ticket to anyone else.
Yeah.
So if you don't show up, you're out the money. I wonder if Disney's going to do the same thing.
Well, what they kind of do is they have like a resale system where you could they'll hook you up with a buyer if you need to resell your ticket.
That sounds so shady. I'm sorry.
Well, it's legit. It's a legit way of doing it. It's kind of like Ticket Hub. It's that type of idea. So they won't give you a refund, but you can sell them to somebody else legitimately, and it will be in their name now and stuff like that. So that's brought to you by Disney at your doorstep. Whoops, what did I do?
I need you to explain your shirt tonight, because there's so much going on. I need to know what's happening there.
Which one?
Your shirt.
Your shirt.
Oh, mine.
When you're wearing.
It looks like the 90s has come to life on you.
This is actually kind of a 90s, 80s. It's a vintage Mickey pattern, kind of. Where is it? Here it is. He has the cool shades on. The back is the best part of this shirt.
That looks like 1990s Mickey.
Yeah, it's like a 1990s. It's a very vintage.
That is a Disney store catalog from 1993.
It's a very I made this shirt out of very vintage fabric that I discovered.
It's very cool, but there's so much happening. I was like, stop! I need you to explain to me before we can go.
And this was one of the first shirts I made, so it's not a very good quality shirt. It's a little bit snug. So I like this one. What was we got a couple of jokes going here in the chat. Where was it? The turkey dressing. We got that one. In honor of Dan, what do you call a dog that can do magic? P9 thinks Houdini.
Houdini?
A Labra Cadabrador.
Oh, I love that.
Oh my gosh, Ticketmaster. Yeah, no kidding. I want to remember camping out to get tickets for the Phantom Menace. Yeah, I remember. Well, we talked about that. I went at 1 a.m. to go get tickets for Phantom Menace.
And how many days in advance was that?
Oh, it was like well, the tickets went on sale. I can't remember what it was, like a month ahead before the movie came out. Yeah, they went on sale. I thought they are going on sale in January 22nd. They're going on sale. This is so that people should start planning now.
Expo, yes.
Yeah. Did you buy the fabric like that or piece it? I had several of those fabric patterns, but individual. No, this was a solid piece of fabric. Like, it was one big huge sheet of fabric that I cut up to make the shirt. I didn't sew the.
You didn't sew the individual panels together yourself. But
yeah, no, I didn't do the individual panels together.
And audience, and tell Stan what I tell him. He's got to make bow ties out of the scraps and sell them on Etsy. You've got to make bow ties.
Bow ties are cool. Is that where you're getting at?
About that, Stan. What is it? About what? January 22nd is an awesome day. Is that T9's birthday?
We all go quiet.
No, go quiet. We don't know.
Oh,
Chris has joined. Chris, you're not making your turkey already? You're not brining it or something?
I have a very terrible Thanksgiving confession. We did our Thanksgiving shopping today, and I already have to buy a new pumpkin pie for Thursday.
Would you eat it already?
Buy a pumpkin pie. You make a pumpkin pie.
I'm being lazy this year, and I got one from the bakery. It was really, really good. And I meant to have one slice, and there's about, I don't know, somewhere between 1/3 and 40% gone. I couldn't help myself, so darn, I have to go back to the bakery.
I'm just saying, a pumpkin pie is something that's easy enough that I can do it.
I am a disaster in the kitchen. I could burn cereal. Like I could make breakfast, and that's about where I end.
You're not saying you bought a pie.
I bought a pie.
A pumpkin pie, no less.
I can make you anything for breakfast, but after that, you're
always buy two. Now Chris is the one here with the real tips. Buy 2 pies.
I should have, because it's just the 2 of us now. So we slimmed down and went to have 1 slice, and it was really good. I had another.
You're gonna buy a pie, buy 2. That's
how I'm gonna do it from now on.
We sell way more pies than we do pie crusts or pie fillings for Thanksgiving at the store. Like it's not even close how many pies we sell versus.
I'm just saying, it's like there's a lot of pies out there that they're complicated to make, and there's a lot of time and effort. A pumpkin pie is pretty easy.
I'm just saying, I married someone who could put together a 4-course Thanksgiving dinner on their own for a reason.
So you could be in charge of just doing the pie, which is really easy.
Jay takes the can of cranberry sauce and plunks it into a dish. Look what I made.
That's my job. That is my job. That and I stir the gravy. Like, that's it.
When they're having dinner, Jay says to everybody, "How's the cranberry sauce? I made it."
I say it. I slaved over it. No, you don't want anything made by me unless it's breakfast.
I'm beginning to think I don't want anything made by you, even if it is breakfast.
I can do it. Breakfast is my gold star. But anything outside that, no, you're gonna starve.
This is Ken's. That's what I want to try.
Yeah,
one of those Dollywood pies that they sell.
Oh yeah,
those look amazing. Oh, Jay, it's all about how you open that box. Cooking for sure. I want to talk about the D23 Expo.
It was Destination D23 was this weekend.
Sorry. Yes, Destination
D23. Which I watched some of it live, and especially everything on Saturday. I didn't watch as much on Sunday. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff that happened this weekend, a lot of stuff that was announced. It was really interesting.
There was a lot of stuff that wasn't announced.
I was surprised by how much wasn't announced. It felt like they're not going to tell us anything else until we know Star Wars Hotel is doing well. Yeah,
there was definitely a lot of I think the one guy in particular said, just mark your calendar for 2022. A lot of stuff is happening, because they didn't give any more specifics than that. Occasionally they would say summer of 2022. Yeah. But that was the most specific they got on anything they announced.
So the Imagination, is it not the Imagination Pavilion? What's the 2 pavilions at Epcot right behind Spaceship Earth?
Are you talking about the Play Pavilion or the...
Yeah, the Play Pavilion.
Okay.
Have they ever announced what's happening in that?
They talked about it, and their story has stayed the same, and they haven't said anything new.
Like, I was seriously expecting to hear something what was going on in those buildings, because right now it's nothing right now. It was a meet and greet for...
Earlier this year, they did a great refurbishment on the roof itself, on just making that look good again.
Yeah. Yeah, 2022 is in 6 weeks, so it's easy to say 2022.
Yeah, everything was 2022, and a couple of things were summer 2022, and that was
except for Epcot, which is supposed to be all done in 2023.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I do want to, in particular, the thing that so you got these videos from John, this lightsaber video. So we've already seen it on the one with Rey, where she holds it and she switches it and it goes up. Everybody saw that one for the Star Wars Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And when that came out, I said she's holding it kind of weird, like she's holding it straight up only. We don't get to see it go down because they cut to black before she's able to put it down. And I thought, to myself, I got a feeling like a lot of people were saying, well, I can hardly wait to try that. I can hardly wait to buy that. That is going to be that's so cool. And I went, well, they didn't give us much.
Yeah, it's very clearly almost like a prototype sort of thing, because they're not showing us they're not showing it going down. They're not showing it retracting.
Based on the way he held it, like he was trying not to spill it. It felt like we got the prototype done just in time. Then don't
like it. It's like it doesn't work if it's not like perfectly straight vertical.
Now do you guys ever hear the story about the transistor radio when it was first brought up at some kind of event? The company that first invented the transistor radio, the big feature for it was it would fit in your shirt pocket. So they had the prototype done.
I'm not that old.
Well, they had the prototype done, and the prototype was just a little bit too big that it wouldn't quite fit into a shirt pocket. So what they did was they made their pockets bigger so that the prototype would actually fit into a shirt pocket. And then when it actually came released, they were able to get it down to the right size. It would actually fit into a shirt pocket. I got a feeling that's what this is. Or at least I hope that's what this is. Because the way Josh holds his lightsaber, like you said, it was like he's trying to not spill it. Like he's holding it like this, and he's holding it as straight up as he can. He has a little bit of an angle going forward, but nothing, he won't let it. I mean, you give anybody a lightsaber, first thing they're going to do is, like, start doing Jedi.
You give someone a cardboard tube, they're going to do that.
Exactly. Exactly. So let's take a look at this video, just to remind everybody, and for those who haven't saw it, watch how gingerly he's holding this thing.
Are we ready? Pretty cool, right? It is real. Now, this one belongs to Ray. She let me borrow it, but we're going to have to get it back to her. So I'm going to get this back to Ray. Bobby, happy birthday. Thank you so much.
Now, first of all, Josh is such an amazing person. He says happy birthday to what was the guy's name again? Josh.
No.
Yeah. Was it Josh and Josh?
No.
Yeah. So he's a very personable person. He seemed like a very, very nice guy.
I was thinking Ray would never give her lightsaber up.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. Hey, David, how you doing?
He was definitely kind of holding it very he's trying to not.
Here's your hot cup of coffee.
Yeah. Don't spill this lightsaber.
We're trying to put on a good show. Yeah. I mean,
he was told if you move it too fast or past this degree, it's going to turn off.
Yeah. So this is what I'm thinking. Everyone's familiar with a tape measure. So it goes up, and you can have it set so the tape measure goes up when you push a button. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to back up a little bit. And as long as I hold it straight up, and angled a little bit forward, it's fine. But if I angle it towards myself a bit, it's not quite so good. It starts getting a little bit wobbly. If I turn too much to one side, it's not very good. And I got a feeling that's the technology on that lightsaber. Is that it's basically a tape measure, and you have to keep it to a certain angle and a certain degree, because if you go too far back, this happens. You get kind of limp lightsaber.
Yeah, I think I don't know it's exactly that, but I think it's something similar.
I think it's extremely similar to a tape measure.
No, I was gonna say, if you've ever done paper swirls, where it's you have kind of swirls of paper that kind of come up and kind of hold a shape in a cone shape. It's something similar to that, so it can extend and come back down.
I don't think it can come down.
Yeah,
I think eventually it will. I think they're going to be able to put a motor in it that will bring it back down. Because I think the way it's set now is it's spring loaded. You push it, it shoots it up, and it stays up there. And eventually they'll be able to attach a motor to it to have it come back down.
Yeah, so I think they're working on that sort of thing where it's they've got it going out, but they can't have it come back down.
I'm such a child.
You are such a. This is what we have to put up when we're recording the shows.
We never should have invited Jay to this conversation.
You had this conversation in front of me. I've been very quiet.
And we appreciate that, Jay.
Yeah, see, Mary
We
says
really
it
do.
was just weird.
But yeah, I think you're right that it is something like the tape measure in the fact that if it gets too far forward or back, it's going to start falling over, and that's something that they need to work on, and they haven't figured that out yet.
Well, and the tape measure that you say makes complete sense.
Yeah. Well, and almost what I'm thinking it is that it's almost it's not going to be a single tape measure. It's going to be like two tape measure ideas that are going to be facing
One
each
that
other.
pulls up, one that pulls down.
Well, no, I think that there's two, one on top of each other inside the handle, and when you push it, it goes up, and there'll be another one that will go up with it, and that will give it more of a rounded edge as opposed to a concave
so like two
convex
pieces.
edge.
Okay.
If you picture two of them together like this, kind of
Right.
when it goes up, you know what I mean? That's what I'm picturing that this lightsaber is, and together it makes, and like David says, it has a dome on top. There you can see you got your dome on top.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm kind of.
So it's hollow inside for all the mechanics.
And it's just
it almost has to be in order to have the light coming up through it.
Yeah, so it's going to have a series of LED lights. This is actually already way more stronger than I think that lightsaber that he was holding by having the two tape measures folded like that.
Yeah, I'm sure
anyway.
they're working on a lot of different things right now with it, but yeah, they don't have it all worked out just yet.
I'm wondering because I haven't bought my lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge yet. Am I going to want to wait now and get one that goes, woo woo for real?
No. You'll be waiting 10 years.
Okay.
They told us that these
if you get the one that they have now, I mean, it's basically like a glass tube, and so you can display it with the tube.
Yeah, and
this one, I don't think you're going to be able to display extended. I think you're only going to be able to.
Do you think this would be like one of the really on the higher end of collectibles? Something like this is something you save up for to take to Comic-Con?
I honestly don't think it's going to be available for the public to buy for quite some time. They were talking about this.
Yeah, I don't know what price points and stuff there's going to be because we don't even know what technology they're using at this point to know. And given how, like I say, how gingerly Josh was handling this thing, yeah, I don't think this is something that's going to be out for general consumption anytime soon.
You know when I'm buying my lightsaber? Never. That's when.
I'm conflicted because I want to do the Savi's experience, but I only want Darth Vader's lightsaber. So if I can't build his myself, just sell me in a box.
Just sell me the box.
Just sell it to me in a box.
Yeah. But anyways, that was my theory on that lightsaber. It looks like you said he's trying not to spill it. Is what it really looked like. They did not do a good job in selling it.
Presentation was cool though. It's so cool to see it come up in real life.
It was cool. It's absolutely amazing to see it for sure.
But right now they can only use that in very controlled situations like that. It's very clear.
So what I'm thinking where we're gonna see this is in the Star Wars hotel. Everybody's eating dinner, and while you're having dinner, I could picture something like some bad guys come in, and Rey comes in, and some more Jedi come in, and they fight around your tables while you're eating or whatever, and they end up scaring away the bad guys, and then they all can go on the stage and somehow swap out their FX lightsabers, like their ones that they sell at Galaxy's Edge currently, with these new ones, and they kind of dim the lights and they turn them on and they all come up, and then the curtain falls or whatever, you know what I mean? Or they walk off the stage with holding them up, because I don't think they could really use them.
They're clearly not battle ready at this point.
I'm wondering too, because there's that concept art for the hotel where you've got someone with a lightsaber and it's a dynamic pose and the saber's striking a target on the wall.
That's a different lightsaber altogether.
Okay.
Yeah. They showed a video of them using it. So that training remote that they have, they showed that during the D23 Destination.
They actually showed Josh doing some of the Jedi training.
Yeah.
With that. So that was a different video. That video, I believe, is available on Disney Parks channel on YouTube if you want to look that up.
If I can't cut someone's freaking arm off, I have no use for it.
You're not wrong.
What's the point?
I'm so clumsy.
That lightsaber training was a bit of a. I hope it looks better in real life than it did in that video.
Yeah.
That video looked pretty. You stand in the same spot, and they shoot lasers above you and below you and beside you, and you use the lightsaber to touch the lasers, and then another one will come up.
Well, and by the time you're on the Halcyon, it's basically, just an expensive set for these things to happen. These actors come out and play this.
Yeah, it might be good if you're really drunk or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean,
or if
I think
7.
the thing is, it's like not so much if you're really drunk, but if you're really into it.
Yeah.
And some of it, I mean, something like that might actually be aimed more at the younger crowd a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting till my nephews are older to do the Star Wars Hotel, but I need them at the right age where I can totally get into it and be like, I'm doing it for the kids.
Well, and even the stuff showing like driving the ship and whatnot. I mean, it looks great in the concept art, but in actual practice, it looked a bit
childish,
dumbed down. If that's.
Yeah. I gotta say that I was super, super excited about this hotel, and the more they release of it, the less I'm getting excited about it.
Seems like you need to board with like your imagination set to 11. Like you're ready to like
really
live
have
this
to
out
be into it. I think in order to really kind of go with the bit, as it were.
Or 9 years old. It seems to me like this is for kids with the stuff that they're showing us.
It's a lot of money for a kids hotel.
It is. That's the problem.
And the first 3 months are sold out, so it's really going to be interesting when the feedback starts coming out.
And those the people buying it out right away are the ones that they're going to be the adults.
My son's already informed me I need to take him for his birthday. He's 42. Exactly. So,
hey, I'm 45 and I want a Star Wars birthday party.
Yes. No kidding. So, anyways, let's move on with what else was announced because we're boring everybody with the lightsabers. So, the Walt Disney Resort, the Dreamers Point statue of Walt will sit in Epcot World Celebration section of the park.
So in Epcot, we have the Dreamers Point statue,
which we all heard about.
We kind of knew that was coming, and
3 years ago.
Yeah, I wasn't quite clear on what was new about that exactly, but it was nice to see it again.
I'm excited. It's a nice welcome addition to Epcot.
But it wasn't new news. Like I think everybody in that room, you'd be hard pressed to find anybody in that room that hadn't heard that already.
A lot of this weekend felt very stretched out.
Yeah. Churros are back was a big announcement.
Yeah.
Not that anybody wants a Walt Disney World churro to begin with. That was kind of
they announced the Connections Cafe and Eatery.
Mm-hmm.
That was.
And where is that supposed to be going?
It's near where Dreamers Point is. So
okay. So is that going in the Play Pavilion?
In the World Celebration area.
I thought that was going like basically in kind of the middle area where that 3-story building with the Pavilion Center was going to be.
In my mind, I immediately thought it was like, oh, is that going to replace the electric umbrella or whatever had been there?
That's what it could be. It could be going where the electric umbrella is. If you guys recall, do you remember my idea for the Play Pavilion?
I do not recall at the moment.
Sure.
Yeah, it was supposed to. My idea was to make it a restaurant, but make it a coin-operated restaurant where you can magic band yourself, or tap your card or whatever, and robots would make all your food for you. You can have a robot making an omelet, or you know what I mean, like you see in China or in Japan. Have the whole restaurant like that. It's all it is just robots on tables, and they can make a pizza. They can make whatever you want. Different stations making different things.
The Lego house in Denmark has something not unlike that.
Yeah, like that robot bartender that's coming to the.
Hear me out. once they get the Marvel rights, that building is perfect to become a Wakanda pavilion right next to Guardians.
Yeah.
Once they get the Marvel rights, I think all of Epcot's going to just be up.
I think all of Epcot's going to become Marvel Land.
Yeah, it's just.
Ken saying I'd buy that for $1. I'm not sure if he's talking about the omelets.
So talking about Epcot, they re-announced once again Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, and again, it's like not like we didn't know this was coming.
Yeah.
I think they said summer 2022 for that one, so they got tiny bit more specific, but not much.
I'm gonna call it and say first week of August.
Yeah, I'm thinking closer to October. I'm thinking like
you're thinking towards the end of the 50th.
End of the summer is what I'm thinking. Well, the 50th goes into 2023, doesn't it? It goes for 18 months.
They always do.
Yeah. As one ends, another begins.
Exactly, like the Jetsons, a conveyor belt for your order.
There you go.
That would be futuristic if they had something like that in Future World.
They did say that that the Guardians of the Galaxy ride it's going to have a reverse launch. And
what's a reverse launch?
What's that?
Launches you down?
They shoot you backwards.
No, they shoot you backwards.
Oh, okay. I'm not doing that.
You're gonna love it.
So instead of like going wee forwards, you're gonna go wee backwards.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not going on that.
And Stan's going, I am so out already.
Stan,
you lost me at wee.
I have a plan, Stan. We will get a cocktail in every country, and we'll start in Mexico. By the time we circle all the way back to Guardians, we'll be ready.
We're going to start with the tequila. Good idea.
Start with the tequila.
Well, yeah, and by the time you get back to Guardians of the Galaxy coaster, you'll be too drunk to go on the ride, and you'll be safe. You'll be passed out somewhere around France, actually.
Is Test Track not open?
What?
Tina is saying, remember Test Track? It will never be open. I didn't know Test Track was closed.
Is it still under refurbishment?
I thought it was open.
But
yes, I'll go down at Space 220 while you guys go ride your stand in line for Guardians.
There you go.
Yeah, instead of I'll say ooh.
So they did have a video of Glenn Close reprising, announcing that she is reprising her role as Nova Prime.
As Glenn Close, dressed up as Nova Prime.
Yes.
Well, yeah, it was kind of weird. I thought that one was weird in particular because she was in full costume as Nova Prime, but she was just saying, "Hi, I'm Glenn Close, and I'm going to be reprising this role." And I'm like, why go through the effort of being in that outfit if you're not going to be reprising your role now?
I honestly wondered if they threw her in front of a green screen while filming some scenes for the new movie and went, "Here, read this."
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it almost had to be because it was.
Because that's a lot of hair and makeup to put on just for one bit.
One very short bit. Yeah.
Test Track was supposed to be open, then it was delayed, then the delay was delayed, and that delay was delayed. Why is it closed? David's saying it's open. Beatrice says it wasn't open last time she was there. I don't know. Yeah, it was weird. That whole video was weird that she was being Glenn Close dressed up as Nova Prime. I think it was on location, but they could have had her be Nova Prime saying, "I'm going to be there."
And maybe they
put the name underneath Glenn Close or something.
Yeah, so maybe they were filming that when she was filming whatever bits she was doing for the ride
right now.
Yeah,
but it just seemed like kind of weird.
And we
have
cannot
a full costume to do that.
We can't repeat it here at all, but Glenn Close also had the single greatest line in any Marvel movie ever.
But we can't repeat it here.
We can't repeat here.
Fair enough.
You're all babies that happened before you were born.
we are very young here. Just look at us.
So Chris, the next thing we wanted to talk about was Fantasmic is coming back with a new scene. Do you think they will get rid of the Pocahontas scene? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. It's
Well,
gonna
They were never intending to keep the Pocahontas scene around this long in the first place.
yeah.
That's kind of phantasmic, though. They say this is temporary, that's temporary. No, it's permanent. Well, we know Frozen's
so
coming.
Fantasmic is coming back to both Disney World and Disneyland, so that's exciting. The Main Street Electrical Parade is coming back for its
Hang on, Justin. You don't
50th anniversary in Disneyland.
You got something else going on there. I got everything in order here, and you're going off script. I'm talking. Okay, go ahead.
Fine. Tell me
Well,
what the script is, and I'll follow along as best I
I'm going
can.
off what you sent me.
Yeah.
Oh, I have more.
Okay.
I did the bare minimum.
Okay. So also in Walt Disney World, the new generation Magic Band Plus will be coming to Disney World. It includes new technology to unlock interactive experiences throughout the parks. Now, I believe they mentioned this before. It was supposed to be interactive with the 50th statues as well,
The
correct?
Fab 50 statues, yes.
So why would they
And Magic
release
Band
that?
Plus is going to Disneyland as well.
That I wanted to bring up. I'm really, really curious about that and how that's going to work.
The interactive statues?
No, Disneyland having magic bands.
Well, I would imagine it would work the same way Disney World does.
Wah, wah.
Why wouldn't it be any different?
Well, no, I mean it's such a smaller part. We'll go into it later.
We're
no,
here now.
Because it was never designed for Disneyland, so I'm just curious as how they're going to implement is it going to be something you actually use with your Lightning Lane, with your Genie Plus, or is this just are they reviving Glow at the show, and this is going to flash at parades and shows?
I think all that and more.
If they're bringing the Magic Bands to Disneyland, they're going to use it for all the same things, like getting into the park, getting into your resort rooms, whether it's Disney California Adventure or Disneyland Hotel.
Those touch spots to everywhere. I'm just curious as to how and why this is all going to work.
Well, I'm trying to think now. Okay, so last time I was at Disneyland, I got the My Disney Experience Plus, or what's it called, the Fast Pass paid system. And I'm trying to remember if I showed the cast member or if I actually scanned my phone at all. I think I just showed the cast member. But Disney World wasn't originally set up. Max Pass. Thank you, Marta. Disney World wasn't set up to have... They had paper Fast Passes once upon a time, too. And they added all these touch points. They could do the same in Disneyland.
Yeah, it's just...
they're going to have to add all of those same sort of touch points.
The room key, the restaurant reservation, all of it's going to have to come to it. The charge card.
Yeah, and your admission thing.
So,
everything.
like, using it for payments. Exactly. I mean, that's just another bit at the register that they can add.
The Disneyland Magic
they already
Band
have
don't
those
do anything.
devices.
They just make money.
But they already have those devices. It's just a matter of like putting them into practice.
Yeah.
So I think, I think they're going to use it for all the same things.
Yeah, I would imagine for sure.
Yeah, I'm just interested to now, after all these years, why now when you've all been given up at Disney World?
I think because people are expecting it now.
Yeah.
That they expect the same experience at Disneyland as at Disney World, and this has become part of that Disney experience of, you have your little wristband and you pay with that and you get into the park with that and you get into your room with that. I think that's mostly it. It's just trying to bring the same experience to Disneyland that we've had at other Disney parks.
So why are they still calling Magic Band Plus when Disney?
Good question.
Everything is plus now.
Everything. Yeah. Why is everything plus?
Yeah, everything is plus because Disney Plus was a success. Like, let's run with it. Everything is going to be a plus.
Well, my Magic Band it's like, why does it have to be Magic Band Plus? I mean, they've had different versions of Magic Band over the years.
Yeah, so instead of calling it 3.0,
still a Magic Band.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for them to come up with the magic ring. I'd much rather have a ring on than a band, and just be able to do everything.
As long as I don't have to have 10 rings on my wrist.
I'm just wondering how many people are going to go, I'm married to Disney if they do that.
Now you're married to Disney
my
already.
gosh, I lost
You
my
just,
ring.
Yeah, that's just making it official, you know?
I lost my ring. My wedding ring's missing.
You're in so much trouble.
I just got it this weekend.
You're in so
What?
much trouble.
Yes. I don't know where. I have no idea where it is.
So this is the last time we'll ever see of Stan.
Yeah,
Okay,
but it's been
well,
nice.
yeah, so-
It's been nice being part of the group, guys.
What would you like your obituary
Could somebody
to say?
quickly express order me a new ring and get it here before I go back upstairs?
Did you have it all when we started? That's the question.
I don't have no idea where I saw it last. I
Oh,
don't
dear.
know.
Dude, this is real life drama.
I haven't got
Live
a
on
clue
TV.
where I lost it.
You know, when I lost my wedding band, I knew where it was because it was at the bottom of the ocean
Oh,
in the middle of the coral reef where I was snorkeling
so because they are plussing it
and charging more.
and charging more. Yes.
Yeah.
Bob JPEG equals Disney minus.
Yeah.
What I'm wondering is, will the Magic Band work at Walt Disney World and Disneyland? Can you use the same band?
Oh no, that's interesting. From a computer scientist point of view, I'm gonna say maybe, but maybe not. Because it would involve they would have to have the computer systems hooked together, but
For twice the price, they'll do it.
well, I'm just trying to think this through because if you log in to like your Disney account, it's the same login online for Disney World, Disneyland, Alani, Disney Cruise Line. It's the same login. So if they tie it to that, and it's a unique enough number that we don't have to worry about overlap between Disneyland and Disney World, they could do that. They could. They would have to choose to do so, but they could.
There we go. There's the answer. They can't get the
Chris-
website to work with
Chris
dining
nailed it.
reservations. There's no way.
I would say it's technologically possible.
Justin, if everything is in the cloud, it should be hooked together. There you go.
It should be. That doesn't mean it is. Technologically possible does not mean that's how the people who put it together.
Okay, Mary said something that's very near and dear to my heart. How come I get an email every single time I log in?
I don't every time, but often I do.
Every time I have to log in, whether it be Shop Disney, Disney World.
Someone's
Disney-
logging into your account, just letting you
Yeah,
know.
I don't-
You want to change your password.
I don't get it every time, but I get it enough times. I mean, and it's not just Disney. It's like a lot of different sites where I'm trying to log in and they're like, oh, well, this is a new device. I'm like, no, this is the same device I've had for the last 10 years.
Dude, every time I check my bank account, I have to
Oh yeah.
act like it's the first time.
Banks are even worse.
Yeah, Mary says, yeah, every single time. David says every time. Like an employee badge, it can open any door as long as permissions are set.
Yeah. Because basically all those bands are at the end of the day is a really long number that identifies you.
Yeah. So I guess that'd be interesting to see. A new castle show for Mickey's Friendship Fair will debut for the 50th anniversary. Isn't the 50th anniversary already going? Like,
I was going to say it's a little late to the party.
yeah.
Yeah, wasn't that October?
Yeah. So there isn't a new castle show currently for Mickey's Friendship Fair. There's one coming, right? 2022.
Yeah, but as you say, the 50th lasts 18
goes
months.
for 18 months.
So sometime
Yeah.
during those 18 months.
So Guardians may open anytime between now and it's over.
So is that new news, or is that something we knew already, that there was a new show coming?
I'm not sure about that. I think
we just assumed.
I'm going to say that I think we knew the show was probably coming back because, of course, it is. Because everything's coming back. Ultimately.
I figured they would retool it.
I think the news is just that they're changing it up and they're changing out some of the music and such.
Yeah. Were you gonna say, Jay?
So yeah, I figured they were going to retool it upon when bringing it back anyway.
Yeah.
I think this was just more of like an official announcement that what you thought was happening is happening.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of this was.
Right. This was more like rumor control.
Yeah, I guess so. So.
kind of admitting, yes, this is coming back. Yes, this is coming back. Yes, we're doing this.
They are spreading the 50th out.
Yeah. Well, they do that every anniversary.
It's like a cool girl making the grand entrance to the party. So it's special when it starts as a single edition. Yes. Was it Disneyland, a multi-year project to begin in downtown Disney? AMC Theater will close, which is it's been closed for like a year and a half now or 2 years.
Right. I read that as demolition.
Yeah.
So they're taking that out entirely. They're putting in like a new open area park, and they say it's like, well, you can use it for relaxing, and you can use it. They're gonna maybe use it for some events, and then they also added on, we're going to add in some more shopping and dining.
Yeah. So they can do outdoor concerts and shopping and dining in that area.
I definitely like the part where they said they're going to bring in like, mid-century design and cool kind of retro spaces to it.
I'm picturing it to be like that grassy area at Disney World, like that artificial grass is what I'm picturing it to be.
You mean the hub?
Yeah.
After they redid it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that area. It's a nice area. Disney is now like remaking a song or a movie instead of crewing out there bringing things back. New ideas are too expensive. Only 16 months left in the 50th anniversary.
Quick, let's all go there now.
So we kind of already talked about the Magic Bands coming to Disneyland. More details will be coming in the months ahead. So maybe we'll get the details to whether we can use the same band for both parks.
Sure.
World of Color, Fantasmic are both returning to Disneyland Resort next year, along with the Main Street Electrical Parade, Jay, in time to celebrate its 50th anniversary.
So it debuted on June 17th, 1972. So it should be back by June 17th of 2022. So they didn't give us an exact date, but we know it's going to be back by June 17th.
It hurt me here, and it hurt me here, and it hurt me here in the summer of 96. So,
well, Marla says, yes, Main Street Electrical Parade. And I have to agree with Marla. I love that parade. I think that's like my favorite.
See,
parade.
And now we're wondering, do we hold off our trip? We were talking about going to Disneyland in like February, but now Main Street Electrical Parade won't be back by then. Maybe we wait longer.
Justin, if it'll hurt you too. It will hurt you too. Trust me, my friend. That parade is not to be trusted.
T9 likes it.
That was like my first Disney parade, was the Main Street Electrical Parade.
Same here.
Me too. And it was the reason I started smoking.
Yeah, well, it should be there for D23 because that's not till August. So,
yeah,
we'll be there for a Star Wars Celebration, unfortunately, so I won't be able to see it then. So, but Scott will be happy because Scott doesn't really like it very much either. Concept art was shared for the new Disney Vacation Club Disneyland Tower pool area and rooms. They did show off some of that. So Disneyland Hotel, they're doing some new towers for the Disney Vacation Club. They showed off the pool area. They talked about some of the rooms. They're doing a lot of different, it sounded like they're doing some different variations on the rooms. They showed one concept in particular that was based on Sleeping Beauty, I think it was. Okay. This is the only art I saw. It's the only one I grabbed. Yeah. So they showed they did also show one of the concepts of the room.
They showed it had like some artwork from the film, and then showed how all of the colors and fabrics in the room were based off of the colors from that film. So they mentioned that they're going to do this for a couple of different variations. So the one of them was they couldn't reveal it yet, but they were looking at Walt Disney's own art drawings and artwork. So it sounded like a very interesting sort of thing. It's something we're going to have to definitely check out and learn more about when they do reveal that and have it ready.
You got me picturing like a gallery of Walt Disney sketches and drawings.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yeah,
I mean,
That'd be really cool.
That would be an attraction in itself.
One in pink and the other in blue. Exactly. Steve's saying the Magic Kingdom at Disney World needs another nighttime parade. I wholeheartedly agree. And I think that the Maleficent steampunk dragon should be on the nighttime parade as opposed to the Festival of Fantasy parade.
Which is coming back.
Which is coming back as well.
Yeah.
World of Color, Fantasmic are both returning to Disneyland Resort next year, along with the Main Street Electrical. I already had that. World of Color, apparently, because they haven't used it in so long, it needs a lot of work, and that's the delay.
Yeah,
I can believe that. I mean, it's like the pipes might have rusted out by now.
Yeah.
True. Now we know that we're bringing Frozen, Aladdin, and Moana to Fantasmic and Hollywood Studios. Did they say about those additions coming to Disneyland?
I haven't heard.
They didn't say specifically about what new things are coming, just that they are adding new things.
Yeah, it's going to be in California at the Anaheim Convention Center in August next year. Tickets go on sale January. Disney Cruise Line, in addition to Aladdin, 2 stage shows will debut aboard the Disney Wish.
Okay, so the first one is Seize the Adventure. And this one's not only going to feature Captain Minnie, but it stars Goofy. And this makes it near and dear to my heart. I love Goofy. He's my favorite character. Well, one of my favorite characters. I have many favorite characters. But Captain Minnie, Tinkerbell, and other Disney and Pixar friends will help Goofy discover the power of imagination and to believe in his dreams. I'm very excited to see this one.
That's going to be a stage show. That's going to be on the Wish.
Yep, that's one of the new stage shows on the Wish. The other one is The Little Mermaid. This is a whole new theatrical adaptation. They actually sang one of the songs from it during the presentation. And this is like they took some of the songs, they reimagined the songs, and put it together. It's a classic and modern, innovative take on a young girl learning to value the power of her own voice. So I'm guessing it's going to be kind of like some of the other shows on the various cruise lines, where it's like they're using the structure of the classic story, but sending a young person through this world of fantasy to learn a lesson.
Concept art for that, just that little bit they showed with Ursula, looked great. I do challenge them, a girl learning the power of her voice by then giving it away, but
Ken saying Goofy rules. I love the Goofy movie.
So
that should be on the that should be ready in time for the WW Radio cruise.
I would hope so.
Shows.
I mean,
I would think they're going to launch on the day of, And so the D23 Expo, Marla's correct. It's not August. It's September 9th, 10th, and 11th, not August.
Oh, right. Yes.
okay.
Yeah. And it's going to be celebrating the Disney's company's 100th anniversary as well.
Yes. They are kicking off that celebration or previewing it. They showed off a logo for the 100th anniversary of the Disney Corporation.
Yeah. So that should be quite the expo. There's going to be a lot of news coming out of that one, I'm thinking. Way more than we got from this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet they're saving everything good for the 100th.
I would imagine. Right. So the international Disney parks, Disneyland Paris's 30th anniversary begins next year. Will kick off March 6th. The new concept art was shown. I didn't get a chance to see the concept art.
They did show off some interesting art for that. Yeah. They also said there's a new nighttime show.
Yep.
That's going to debut, and the Avengers Campus will be opening there.
And is that going to be in time for like by March 6th, the Avengers Campus? Because they've been working on that for quite a while. I think
Well, again, they said summer. They said summer of 2022.
Yeah, but they started working on that around the same time they did the Anaheim Marvel Campus. They were announced at the same time at the same.
Well, and when they showed, when they showed a picture of it, I mean, it looked like it was still very much in process.
Yeah, they're still really heavily under construction right now. I mean, the only thing close to done is the Iron Man coaster, which is a reskin.
Okay. Yeah. So because they got ways to go yet.
They definitely do.
Disneyland Hong Kong, the new Frozen Land is well underway. I keep on forgetting that they're doing that there.
He did show off some concept art as well as a picture of the progress. And again, very much under construction, but it was enough that you could kind of see some of the areas sort of taking shape.
Did you see, if you look at the picture they showed of the concept art, you can see like side by side where things are.
Where things are, yeah.
Life. It's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. I really enjoyed that they did that. They took the picture of the progress from the same angle, basically, as the concept art, so you could really see.
It'd be really cool if we had pictures of that. Hong Kong's getting a new nighttime spectacular. Okay, so California's getting a nighttime spectacular with the LA2 Electrical Parade. Paris is getting a nighttime parade. Hong Kong is getting a nighttime spectacular, a new one. What's Disney World getting?
Tron.
2023 probably.
And Guardians.
Okay. And Shanghai is Fantasy Springs featuring Frozen, Tangled, Peter Pan.
Tokyo Disney Sea.
Yeah.
Okay, they're at their 20th anniversary, and so they have Fantasy Springs that has Frozen, Tangled, and Peter Pan construction, and again under construction. Yeah. So not a lot to show there.
But I'm excited enough for Fantasy Springs that Stan and I have been talking about going to Tokyo Disneyland. We have to make sure the new additions are open when we go. It would be a shot in the foot to go before this new section's ready.
Yeah, like a week before.
Yeah, I would be crying the whole flight home.
And then Shanghai, the 5th anniversary is being celebrated, and it's only the 5th anniversary for Shanghai, eh? And Zootopia Land construction is in progress.
When I was there, it was like the 1st anniversary. I mean, it was.
Well, why is Walt Disney World the red-headed stepchild? I mean, to be honest, Walt Disney World does get some pretty amazing things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Disneyland fan, you say, why does Walt Disney World get everything? If you're a Disney World fan, you say, why does Disneyland get everything?
You know what? And as a lifelong Disneylander, there's a long period of, oh, shucks, how come they get the cool stuff?
Yeah. Why do they get Animal Kingdom? Why do they get Hollywood Studios?
Right. How come they get the better Tower of Terror?
Yeah.
There was a while there where Disneyland just was not.
We felt very
not even
left
being
out.
kept up as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There was a. We'll have to talk about the dark times one time.
Yeah, some other time. But
David brings up a good point
for another time.
The Pressler time, the Dark Ages.
David brings up a good point. Is Walt Disney World getting too crowded for a nighttime parade? I think it might be.
Probably, honestly.
Yeah, it's got to be so hard for those cast members to clear the streets and put the tape down and yell at people to stay behind the tape.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even harder
in this day and age with the pandemic and stuff going on. They're not gonna bring that back any sooner than they have to.
There is no pandemic in Florida. It's done there. They don't worry about it there.
But
Stan does not
like
speak for the Grand Circle Tour LLC.
But it sounds like they are keeping like the idea of the cavalcades around for a while.
Yeah. I honestly, I've never experienced a cavalcade because I haven't been. But from what I've seen, I much prefer them over the parades.
I like them better myself just because they're shorter and they don't disrupt, getting from one side of the park to the other as much.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nowhere to walk when the parade is going on at full capacity. And Disneyland, I was there and they were doing the Christmas musical thing. It was insane how packed that park was. I've never been in a park so packed before. Both coasts, Walt Disney World and Disneyland, are packing in the crowds. Absolutely. Yeah. And now Disney World announced today the 3 p.m. parade was mentioned. Is it coming back? It's supposed to be. Yeah, the Festival Fantasy Parade is coming back. Is it not? Yeah, we'll return to
Festival Fantasy is coming back. Lots of they did talk about lots of different things coming back, and they also went over a lot of things that have already come back.
Yeah. Yeah, Beaches is talking about the Christmas parade at Disneyland, and that is a really cool parade. That's a nice parade. I was actually lucky enough to watch that from Walt's apartment, from the window that normally has the lamp in it. I was doing a tour, and we were in Walt's apartment for the tour when the parade started. So that was the best view ever. Was watching it from there.
You just have the selfie of like you at the window with the parade in the background.
They weren't allowing us to take any photos at all in Walt's apartment. It was ridiculous. We were allowed one photo.
I agree, Beatrice. Wow.
Yeah. We were only allowed one photo when we went, and I was kind of annoyed about it because I was with some friends and my daughter. So I wanted to get a picture with my daughter and myself, and my friends wanted a picture of him and his wife, and then the four of us. And they said, no, you can only either going to be the four of you, or I could do two separately. It was like, seriously, you can't take 3 pictures. You can only take 2. Like one more picture, like, no, because then everybody's going to want it. There's like 4 other people up here. Like they don't allow a ton of people to go in at the same time. Like that was the only disappointment I had about that tour. But other than that, it was absolutely great. So that's about it, guys.
Well, I hope so. We're over time.
We'll take it back next week.
There is actually more, but
there wasn't much more.
Definitely out of time.
It was really lackluster, I have to say.
They did mention. Also, there's a new book series coming out about the Society of Explorers and Adventurers for any SEA fans, in addition to the Disney Plus series that had previously been announced.
Yeah, I was curious about that. Did they say if it was like young adult or if it was for everybody?
The book I think is aimed at young adults.
So not for me.
I think we're looking more like Kingdom Keepers level.
If it's a book, it's too old for me because I'm not watching it. I'm not reading it. Anyways, thanks, David. He was doing a great show, fun show tonight. We're not doing the closing credits today. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Thanksgiving.
That's true. Thanksgiving's coming up.
Donate your pies.
Thanksgiving to everyone. I hope everyone has a great time.
Like I did.
Yeah. Jay has to go buy new pie. I gotta find my ring. I am really upset about this. I just got it this weekend.
Well, hopefully it's just somewhere around the house.
I am in trouble.
You are seriously in trouble.
All right, guys. Have a great week. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right. Good night, everyone.